Hi, friends. Welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Tuesday. We are ready to rock and roll. Yes, we are. Hey, I decided to get a jump start on March's transfer so I could get a few things done for the craft show. I do still need to do our February Club Couture kit, the stuffed bunnies. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. That might be fun, huh? I just haven't attempted it yet, but I would like to do a couple of sets. I have extras, so I'm thinking maybe I'll try it tonight to make sure I can do it and show you the easiest way. I will be using hot glue with mine. You can use the fabric glue with it, but I think I will use the hot glue and show you that way. The easiest way for me is to get a multi-tool to press the edges, okay? Because the rubber part helps dissipate the heat. So we're gonna do our $10 Tuesday. So we're going to use that for our lighted globe. We're going to do He Is Risen, and it's really cute. I think you'll like it. So I also have a set of similar items that go in the new cabinet, you know, the standing cabinet that has the drawers. I have a similar set that goes with that. So I think as soon as you see the colors and everything that I paint with this, it'll be easier for you to envision the inserts for the cabinet. And I just thought I can paint them on my own, but I'll do this with you. And also a refresher course on the lighted globes is great. So I noticed something in YouTube. There are a lot of my videos that do not have a picture. It just says coming soon. So I'm trying to go through and get and reset so that there's actually a picture at the front instead of saying coming soon. There's a whole bunch of videos like that. I was searching for a video for someone yesterday and I'm like, this is so annoying. Why did it do that? I have no idea. I have no idea why there's no picture of the project. So anyways, we're going to get started here. So go ahead and say hello when you're hopping on. This is the kit for next month. So if you're not a Club Couture member and you love peanuts, you're going to want to join Club next month because it's a custom transfer. I'm going to show you the transfer. I have an extra, so I get one because I hit my $1 million. I get that free, along with the chalk paste color. What I do with that? Oh my gosh! Now I'm like, what did I do with it? Did I put it in the drawer? I might have put it in here somewhere. I'm gonna have to look for it. I might have misplaced my color of the month, which is coming up. So, now I don't know. Maybe it's in the other room. Anyways, guys, aren't these so cute? So I did 4 in a little frame. I'm kind of thinking I should do the outside red. I probably should have, but black and white is not bad. And then these little ones are singles. Okay, so I have the kits available already. So if you're placing an order and you want to do this, you're a club member already, you're going to want to grab those, add them to your order. I also have just the head part available. So let me go ahead and put you down to the table here. Let's do this. Let me go ahead and do this. Let's do this and let me lay these down so you can see them better. And then I'm going to get to comments. I haven't got to comments yet. Let me connect that. But I'm going to show you. We have our $10 Tuesday, and then we have these guys that I wanted to show you. And they'll come with the little frame. I mean, the little easel. Okay. So let me move this. Let me get the transfer to show you. I have it somewhere. Don't I? Maybe not. Maybe I took it out of here. You guys, I may not have the transfer. It looks like a window. So I think I put it in the other room. Anyways, my transfer is defective. So I have to have them send me a new one. My transfer, I used it once and it was fine. Look how cute this is. I'm kind of thinking I need to do a frame that's like this, that has these pieces. Wouldn't it be cute to have it like that? I might do another frame and have it so that it can be like that. What do you guys think? I think it's super cute. Go ahead and say hello if you're just hopping on. There's a few people there. I don't know if, oh, your Shopify order's out for delivery. Yay, perfect. Your husband goes to play poker on Tuesdays so you can paint. Yay, so happy, Laura. I know, like I said the other day, the orders were taking a lot longer because many orders were very large. Okay, I'm not seeing myself over here. Am I not live on Facebook? Am I live on Facebook? Where am I? Who am I? There it is. There it is. It just barely showed up. Okay, so maybe that's why I don't have a lot of people on here. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab that transfer so I can show you the transfer. I have mine out by the sink. I have an extra somewhere. Where is it? My transfer was defective last night. So Charlie Brown ended up having a scar across his face. Okay, this is our $10 Tuesday. The He Is Risen lighted globe. The Charlie Brown, the Peanuts transfer, that is your club transfer next month with Chalk Couture. Okay, I'm live. Perfect. Let me share this to the channel. And let me just get that. And then let me get it to VIP group if I can. Maybe. Sometimes it's not as easy as you think. Sometimes. All right, there we go. Okay, let me go grab the transfer. I want to show you. See, I had to fill out the form last night. My transfer is defective. So, yeah, darn. Darn, darn, darn. Okay, I have no clue where I put the defective one. I had to take pictures to send it to Chalk Couture. I did find my color of the month for next month. I can't show you yet though. But here's my extra one. I'm going to show you. So this is our club transfer for March. Okay, if you're in the Chalk Couture Club Couture, you're going to get that. And it comes with a little pillow and 3 things of ink. So we will make this. It's just a small little pillow. We will make this next month. But I wanted to do wood cutouts because you know me, wood is my jam. This is kind of cute, kind of cutesy, a little pillow. Okay, so we might even just do that in black, all in black. I don't know. Anyways, it comes with Cadet, Bumblebee, and Black Velvet. All right, so my transfer, once I washed it, it had a line going through it. So Charlie Brown had a scar across his face. So I had to fill out the form for them to send me a new one. You just got notice too. But let me show you my picture of Charlie Brown. So I had to go over and repaint this. But this was last night when I was doing my little thing. He had a scar across his face. Yep. So anyways, my transfer's defective. I need a new one. I have an extra because I ordered my regular one and then I got my free one. For hitting my $1 million. So anyways, if you ever have a problem and you have a defective transfer and you need help and you need to know where to report it, I will help you. You let me know. I'm always there for you guys. Okay, put myself in the corner. Let's paint. Okay, so these are available. These are over on the Shopify website already. I think I need to add one that's like so that you can easily paint this. I thought this was really cute though. So this is really cute like this. I have the heads available by themselves. But I think I need to add a fourth option because I kind of like this so that you could put it onto this because it would just have to be, is it the same size? Oh, it is. Okay, so instead of having this grid part, I would just have these. So I think it will all fit. So I'm going to add a fourth option. And what I did was I'm giving you the back part like this, the easel part, or no, the stand part, and I'm giving you the sawtooth hangers. So you can put it on the sawtooth hangers. Isn't this cute though? Oh my gosh, they are so adorable. So anyways, that is available on Shopify. Let me give you, it's in the peanut section. So I just, oops, keep editing, save. Okay, let me, okay, I'm trying to make sure that I saved my $10 Tuesday. The one I just added. Did it not save? Hang on. My one that I just added may not have saved. $10 Tuesday. You guys, this may not have saved in there. Okay. Products. There it is. There it is. Okay. And it is in the correct section. Okay, perfect. All right, let me get you the Peanuts collection. We'll get started really soon. Sorry, I wasn't trying to stall or anything like that. I'm trying to get you the correct things. And sometimes it takes me a moment because sometimes it just does. Okay, so these are in the Peanuts section. I can also put them, let me do this. Let me put them also in the section that is for Chocator cutouts, because sometimes you guys will look there. Easter DIY cutouts collections. Let's see here. Let me just add it to the Chocator section so that you have it. There it goes, and then take it out of the Easter. It doesn't go in Easter. Okay. All right, so there we go. Okay, let me share this collection with you. The collection is the Peanuts collection, and I'm going to share that with you. Copy and paste. Okay. Somewhere. You guys, there we go. Okay. All right. Sharing right now. Okay. There's the Peanuts collection. Okay. All right. So I have those available. So all the little squares come with an easel. Okay. Let's paint this. So here's my inspiration. It's going to look something sort of like this. That's my inspiration. Let me go ahead and hello. Let me get my board over here. Get everything sorted out. We're going to use a small board. I think it'll work. I think it's going to work, a small one. So let me see. We'll start at the beginning. Hi, Holly. How are you? Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Janine. Laura's going to have a ton of fun painting. Yay! Glad that worked out. Hi, Jenny. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Beverly. Good morning, Bridget. Hi, Sarah. Finally found what you do hand there. I'm not sure what that meant. What, Betty? Good morning. Hi, Lynn. Thanks, Julie. I know. They're going to be fun. Hi, Gail. Hi, Darlene Barr. Hi, Barb. Hi, Lori Walsh. Thanks for sprinkling, Laura. Hi, Vicki Campbell. Good morning. Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to stain this. And then I was going to look up Matthew 28:6. guys, I am not, I'm really sorry, but I'm not really great at my scriptures. Matthew 28:6. Okay. It probably says he is risen. It probably does. Okay, this is going to go to this side. He is not here, for he is risen, as he said. Come see the place where the Lord lay. Okay, I knew it was going to be something like that. I'm sorry. I do not know my Bible. I do try. I have read it. It's been a while. Okay. Oh, I need yellow. Let me get yellow. Yeah, I can't quote the Bible. But I do know how to find out. So I do know the way to find out things, and I'm really good at searching. So I will always figure it out. Okay. This actually goes, this is a spacer. So this goes on top of it. That's a spacer. You don't paint that. And then the words, okay, so they're going to be white. Okay. All right. I think we're ready. Peanuts Club Kit. Yes. So is that okay. All right, we're ready to paint. We're going to do this. Sorry. Sometimes I stumble. Sometimes I fall. We're going to paint. Take a deep breath, Darlene. I was busy I had tons of picture frames yesterday. Lots and lots of picture frames. So I was really busy all night. Both lasers going. Sometimes we have a really busy weekend, and then I have to catch up and get that all done. So I usually save that stuff for at night because it takes too much time during the day to do everything. Okay, so, oh, I do need gray too. I'm doing dark because it could be nighttime. You can do any blue that you want. She kind of did like a medium blue, but I kind of like the idea of doing a Royal Navy on here. So, how's everybody doing? How was your day yesterday? Was it like the Monday-est Monday ever? Sometimes my Mondays get really crazy. I'm busy. It's the end of the month again. So end of month billing, working on that for work, and just getting all my ducks in a row for my craft show, making sure that I didn't miss anything. So I'm waiting to hear back. I think there might be one more thing I have to do. One more hoop to jump through, but it should be an easy one. Should be easy. So you're spoiled. You haven't gotten a notice on your order. Usually takes about, I know. Yep. Exactly. I'm sorry, Marilyn. Here's what the problem was, that some of you guys ordered so much. We normally get orders right out, like within days. But honestly, you guys took advantage of the sale. Some people really took advantage of the sale. We had orders that were, up to $600. So most orders were $200. Almost every single order was $200. There were orders that were $500 and $600, and those orders take an entire day to process. And we do them in the order they come in. Okay, that was slate gray. We just take them in the order they come in, and that's the only fair way to do it. If you have more than one order, we will group them together if they're close together. If they came in and they were far apart, then we can't. Like if we got one and then the next week you send another order, we're going to send two separate orders. But yeah, it's crazy. I barely was able to start checking messages last night. I think I might have a message in there still from you, Marilyn. It's been a crazy sale this time. When we get hundreds of orders, And some of them are $500 and $600 orders, and most of them are $200 order minimum. It's crazy for us. It really is. It's a good thing. It's good. We appreciate the orders. That was light buttermilk. But it is, it makes it hard to get caught up. Okay, so I'm going to water this down a little bit. I'm going to do the cross is going to be this color. But I need to pay attention because this part is purple, and I am going to water this down. So yeah, everything is taking us a little bit longer this time because I did not expect so many people to be purchasing. I mean, there's people that are purchasing Christmas stuff, and you know, lots of Christmas stuff. So yeah, it's been interesting. There's stuff that is from 4 years ago when we first started the Shopify. Yeah, there's people that purchased Chocator cutouts from years ago that were like, where is this file? Tara and I are like, do we still have that file? I think we better take it off after this time. Okay, so I'm just doing a wash, and you'll be able to see the words when I'm done. Okay, I'm going to do, so I'm so sorry it's taking longer. We usually are really quick getting orders out. It just did not happen. Oh my goodness. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Okay, I think I want to do this a little bit darker. Christmas year round. It is. The sale. Yeah, the sales are good. Sales are really good. Jenny, she painted and assembled the double cabinet. And you know, you got one piece wrong, but it's all good. Yes. And you got 2 sets of the inserts done and spent an hour at the gym. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of the dark brown there, and then I'm going to kind of blend it so dark was burnt umber. This other color is milk chocolate. Okay, so those are just going to kind of be transparent. Yeah, people took advantage of the sale. So it's good. I'm glad. That's why we have the sales. We have the sales for you guys. I need green too. I'm like, oh gosh, what all colors do I need? I need a green. Let me grab a green. Let's just grab Hauser medium green. Yeah, there's a lot of colors on this. Oh, you missed it because of your payday. Yeah, the sale was going on for a long time. I extended it because I had added the cabinets. So I did extend it. It's my fault. Tara's like, why is the sale still going on? We can't even get caught up. So she's funny. I'm like, I don't know, because I wanted to, because I thought it was fair. Because I added so many new things. I wanted to give him a chance. So yeah, it's hard sometimes. I'm cutting, she's cutting. I'm doing all my other stuff late at night. So I'm helping her cut you guys' orders during the day. Normally it's just her cutting them. But yeah, so that was white. Okay, we're going to use cotton candy. We're going to do the flower and the heart. All right, and then we're going to do some shading on there we're going to use a little paintbrush and do a little bit of shading with our vintage pink. Okay, and then purple. We need to do our purple. So purple petal, that's what color the, okay, it's like the fabric, what, somebody will know what the name of it is. This that hangs, the fabric that drapes over there. What is it called? I think it symbolizes the garments of Christ, but what does it have a name? Does it have a name? I think it does. I think it has a name. So purple petal, somebody's going to know, because someone that has this at their church will know. I don't know. You went off the night before. Oh, went off the night before you got paid. Oh, darn. Darn. Yeah, it happens. Unfortunately, huh, Betty? It saved you some money. All right, so let me get my little pokey tool, Now let me get those lines. I want the lines to be in there. So I'm gonna clean out the lines with the poke tool. And I'm just running the little tool along there. This is like a little scoring tool. I need to find the link because this works really good to clean out the little lines. So if you paint it and then you're like, oh, I really wanted there to be the lines, you can go back and you can clean out the lines with this. Even though it's really, I think it has something, it's not as pokey as some of them. Some of them are really sharp on the end. There we go. Trying to get it in the right groove. When you get it, you get it. When you know. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, it's looking good. We are going to do a little bit of ink on there. Okay, and then we'll do the green, and we need to do this too. It's kind of going to be a sand color. So like a ground color. We are going to do fawn, which is the same as so those are good. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going back and reading it. If I missed anything. Yeah, lots and lots of orders. So orders are good. It just, when there's a lot of orders like that, it backs us up for weeks. And we try, but I don't have a husband that goes out there and cuts for me. Guys, it's me. It's me. You know, there's a lot of people that have an extra body, but my husband works and comes home and he works. He's working on the bathroom. He did get a bunch of it grouted yesterday. Boy, there were some words coming out of there. There were some naughty words coming out of that bathroom. He was not happy. This is going to be yellow, so I need to do yellow too. I need more paintbrushes. So this is medium Hauser green. Yeah, because the grout was not cooperating with him. He was grouting the wall between the shower and the toilet, and it was not doing what he wanted it to do. Tonight he has to grout the countertop area where the sink is, so he'll do that. He's doing just a little bit each day. He's trying not to overdo it. You know, he got the injection in his knee. They took out the fluid and they injected the steroids in there, and it really has helped a lot. Okay, let's dry all this. Let's see what we need second coats on. Some of it we don't need second coats. Do I have a link for the tool? No, I don't. I just said I need to find it because it's been a long time since I purchased these. That one actually, I probably used it for something. The end of it's not very sharp. When I was trying to get it down into the groove, it's not very sharp. So don't use them for other things, like to pry things. I'll find the link. It's like a weeding tool, but in a way it reminds me of a dentist tool. I just call it a pokey tool, a little pokey tool. Okay, I'm gonna do the flower. I don't think I need to. I really don't think I need to do the purple. Okay, I'm gonna do the words. I think we should speckle this when it's all done. I think we should speckle it so it looks like night. And let's see, let's do this. Most of the brushes are going to have enough paint on them. I'm not going to have to add more paint to it. My green. And then I think we're probably, we're almost good. Let's see, this here. Let's do this. I might have got those two mixed up. It's okay though. It will be fine. Hi Chris, how are you? There's that. Okay, the yellow. And then we're gonna dry this, and then we're We're gonna do a little bit on the flower. I'm gonna get a little brush. I don't know if I have a tiny brush. I do have a big shader brush. We're gonna do a little bit of shading. So I would like to ask you guys for prayers for my husband's friend. So his bestest friend, Tony, he moved up to Idaho. Him and his wife moved up there a couple of years ago. And he was recently diagnosed with kidney cancer. Just out of the blue. Okay, I need a little bit of water. And you know what? I can use, usually I use shading stuff. I'm going to use this here. So I'm going to grab a paper towel. So they removed that kidney that was cancerous. And he just got the pathology back. And it's a very aggressive cancer, and it has spread to the surrounding tissue. They are going to do more testing to see if it's in his lungs. They didn't know yet. Okay, so I put water, I tapped it. I'm going to take a little bit of my cactus, no, it's not cactus flower, it's actually vintage pink. I usually have paper that I do this on, but I'm going to do it right here. And then I'm going to shade a little bit. So I'm just going to say, so I would love to ask you guys to pray for, I'm going to take this off so I can turn it, for his testing to come back, that it has not spread into his lungs and into any other organs. He really needs that prayer to be answered. They moved up to Idaho, and they have been building their home. So they have been building, like, they basically lived in a barn dominium. Is that how you say it? Yeah, they have a shop with their barn. Okay, there we go. Kind of just shaded around the edges a little bit with the vintage pink, and I might have did too much. Anyways, we want his test to come back that it has not spread. So it's very, very aggressive though. And so they are concerned about that. Need a little more water to kind of get a little bit of that off. I need a little bit of it off. Maybe I need a Q-tip. Let's do that. So let's pray that his cancer has not spread to his lungs or his liver, that it's just contained in that area right by his kidney that they found, and that's it. So he is meeting with an oncologist. They thought in the beginning, that removing the kidney was going to be it. That was all they're going to have to do. And unfortunately, it's not. So really sad. It's hard. My husband hadn't heard yet. I sent him a message. I saw Tony's wife post it, and I sent him a message, my husband, so he read it this morning. Okay. All right. So I kind of shaded that. Thank you for prayers, guys. I appreciate it. Shroud. Oh, is that what it is? It might be, Lisa. Lisa, it probably is. Does anybody know? Is this called a shroud? It might be. That might be. I honestly, I'm not good with stuff like that. I'm sorry. Miss Judy probably would know if she's on here. Miss Judy Kirk, are you on here? She does the flowers at her church for Easter. So it probably is the shroud. Probably, that sounds familiar. Okay. He is risen. We're going to speckle this with white. Once we're all done, we're going to speckle it with white so it looks like it's got stars on it. I'm going to take all these little pieces off. We're going to ink them. And I'm going to glue that base together. We're going to put lights on here. So we need to speckle it before we do the lights. Because if we don't, so we'll speckle this once it's glued together. if we don't speckle it before the lights, then the lights will get speckled. And we don't want the light speckled. So we're not going to ink that. And I kind of feel like, I'm looking at my picture. I am going to do a little bit on this. So thanks for all the prayers, guys. You know, it's really hard. It's hard when people go through that. We thought he was going to be in the clear. I think he thought he was going to be in the clear. But sometimes it comes back that it's a different type of cancer than you expected. My dad's kidney cancer, crazy guys, but my dad has had kidney cancer now for probably 10 years. His is a slow-growing one that they won't even treat. Yeah, they won't even treat it because it's so slow-growing. They said, well, Mr. Crofts, how old do you want to live? How long do you plan to live? And his answer was, when he first got his kidney cancer, was, well, I have to live long enough to take care of my wife. So my dad had prostate cancer, and then they treated that, and then he had kidney cancer. So his kidney cancer, they just have watched it. They're just watching it. His is a different type, you know. And everyone has, you know, people have different types of cancer. My dad's is the slow growing type that they won't even do anything. They're like, nope, don't need to. So anyway, and it hasn't changed. He actually was in there. It hasn't changed at all from the year before. So they're not doing a thing. Okay. All right. So getting all of our things inked, and I will get out a little Q-tip. I'll do some details on the flower and on the little purple fabric that goes over. Okay. And I need to kind of get in there. And sometimes it's hard to get all the details. So a Q-tip works great. The little pointy Q-tips, they get in there. And so this is our $10 Tuesday. So normally these are like 16 something. And there is $10. You can add it to your order. I do have to charge shipping. Unfortunately, you know, there are some people that say it's $10 shipped. That's, you know, it's going to cost $7 to ship. So you would end up getting $3. Unfortunately, I can't do that. So I have to charge for shipping. So combine, and we always reimburse. If you guys see, like, some people say, how come I got a refund? Because we refund the excess shipping. So we will, if it's more than $1 difference, we'll refund it. If it's $1, then we don't, because our boxes and our tape, we have to account for that. So we don't refund if it's only $1. But most of you guys end up getting, you know, $3, $4, $5, $6 back, because the Shopify, they charge by weight. However, we ship it. We don't ship priority, because priority is very expensive nowadays. We ship ground. So ground is going to take an extra 2 days. However, it's going to save you money. And you're going to get that money back in your pocket. So whenever you see a refund, it's because it cost us less to ship your order than what Shopify charged. Okay, getting all of my details in here. And then we're going to start gluing. We'll glue this together. We'll speckle it. And then we will do the lights. Okay, so, all right. Your first husband passed with kidney cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sandy. It's, you know, all of the cancers are so different. You know, one of them might not be aggressive at all. Another one, you know, they hardly even know that they had an issue, and boom, they're gone. My neighbor's dad had a bellyache for a while, and he thought that it was an ulcer, because he probably could have even been diagnosed by a doctor that it was an ulcer. And he found out he had pancreatic cancer, and he was dead within a couple of weeks. You just don't know. You just don't know how it's going to be. I have an aunt who, she was pregnant with her daughter when I was pregnant with mine. So my auntie. And she, when she was nursing, she felt something and she didn't go right in. When she was finally done nursing, she went in and she had breast cancer. And she fought breast cancer for 10 years, 10 years of treatments, going in and out of being, of not having cancer. And sorry, I'm distracted, temporarily distracted. I'm gonna look at my picture. Here's my little cheat sheet. I want to make sure I do it right. So yeah, it's really hard because we just don't know when they're starting treatment, is it going to respond? Not everybody's cancer responds to the treatments. Everybody's body's a little different. So yeah, I'm sad for my husband because Tony was his best friend. And you know, and then he moved away. We moved away though. We moved away and went to New Mexico in 2003. We moved away for a few years. Yep, we did. Okay. Let's see. Let's use our sponge for part of this. You have a friend that beat pancreatic cancer and another friend it took in 3 weeks. Wow, that is amazing that your friend that beat it, because that is very, very rare. My mom beat her colon cancer, and they gave her a 5% chance because hers was so progressed. She had stage 4 colon cancer, and my mom beat it. She did the Indian herbal treatments. So she had a naturopath who they put out of business. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy because I believe because it worked. Because what they did worked. And they put this naturopath out of business. I don't know who, the FDA. I don't even know. I have no idea. But my mom had a 5% chance of surviving with chemo. And she said not doing chemo. She only did the Indian herbal treatments. And she survived and lived. My mom had her cancer in her 40s. And she lived till a couple of years ago. I have to do the math. 80 something. Yeah. Everybody's different. Everybody's body responds differently. Okay, we're gonna speckle this. I think I want to do white. So we are going to grab some paper towels. We haven't speckled in a while, so I don't have anything set out here. We're gonna move this for right now. Your sister's mother-in-law was aware she beat breast cancer twice, pancreatic cancer, was beating lung cancer when it developed in her jawbone and tongue. It was the lack of eating that finally took her. Wow, that's so crazy. Okay, I do want to glue this on here so that it can be drying. Let me go ahead and glue that on. And then we are going to do our speckling. And then we'll do our lights, okay? So lights are going to be after we do the speckling. Oops. Hello. Well, I had my first cancer in my early 20s. I had cancer on my lip that scared the bejesus out of me. Scared me to death. And after that, I was very cautious about going out in the sun with sun protection, with sunscreen on. But yeah, I had on my lip. I also had cervical cancer when I was pregnant with my son. So, and that was treated while I was pregnant. But it never came back. It never came back. So I've had it a couple of times. I'm like, have I already had my fair share? Hopefully. Hopefully I've had my fair share and I don't have to have it again. Ever. Anything. Okay, we're going to speckle. Let's put this here. I'm trying to cover my area. We can put that here. Let me find my toothbrush. And If I don't have one, I'll go grab one. Oh, here's one. Okay, so I need some water and I need some white paint. I have white paint here, but I need a little bit more in there. And then I need a little bit of water. Okay, so white paint and water. We're going to speckle. Speckle is when you just do, it will make it look like snow or like starlight. Okay, so see the little speckles on there? She did do white dots, but I don't know that I'm going to. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks when I speckle it. Okay, so I'm speckling the base also. I'm going to take my toothbrush, dip it in the water, tap it on the paper towel, dip it in the paint, tap it on the paper towel, dip it in the water, tap it on the paper towel, tap, tap, tap. And then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to pull backwards, but I'm going to test on the base. Okay, looks good. If it's great big droplets, then you have too much water. So I'm just pulling backwards on these bristles and pointing this downward. So I'm getting little tiny speckles on here that look like snow. Okay, and then, or look like starlight. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more on the base, and then I'll wipe my finger off. I'll put this to the side, and we'll dry. We're going to dry. Okay, going to move that. The doctor in the USA gave your husband 6 months to live, so you went to Mexico for treatment, and he lasted 3 more years. Yes. Wow. They were really good in Mexico. Yes, I know. There absolutely are some really good places there, for sure. My father-in-law went over there for all his dental and for chelation. So chelation removes the heavy metal from your blood. He was a welder, so he had metal toxicity. All right. Okay, so how many lights? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You know what? I need to go grab the other lights. I grabbed the wrong set of lights. I'm glad I counted because I need the bigger light. Hang on. Hold tight for a moment while I go grab the correct set of lights. That I need the one with 20. And then we will just cut off the end. Okay, hang on for a second. Okay, all right. I'm glad I checked. It would not be fun to run out of lights. Okay, so this one has a little thing on it. It actually pulls out. And some of the lights that I got, they have different settings. So this one actually does have, you never know what you're going to get. I only have a few of the ones that have a variety of settings. These ones have 20 lights. And let me just get it unwound. Okay. All right, and then let me count my things. You can just cut some off, so I will do that. Let me count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, and this has 20. I don't need all 20, but I might just leave one extra in there for space, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's thread it through first. Okay, so there's 20 and I need 13, so I'm going to remove 6. But let's get it all the way through. You're going to put it through because you want this part to be on the outside. So thread it through the hole. Okay? You want to do this. If you don't do this, you're going to be sad because you're going to have to rip those lights out. So that's why I like to kind of have a refresher course on doing the lights, because if you forget to do this and feed it through, then you're going to pull those lights back off. Okay, so I use the Velcro strips so that you can easily replace the battery. Okay, so I'm going to put on the back side of this, I'm going to put these little guys there, the pokey side, then I'm going to stick the fuzzy side on there, and then I'll put it down to the wood. Okay, so I'm just getting it all on there, and then I like to just put it about right there, press it down. Okay, then you can flip it over and we can start all this, but I don't need all those. We need 13, but I'm going to leave one extra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm going to cut this. You can just cut it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're right. There are 14 there. There was one hiding. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to leave one extra. You are so right. I was going to leave one extra anyways. Okay. So I'm leaving one. I'm cutting off 5. So I'm cutting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm cutting 5 off. So I'm leaving one extra. Because you know what? I don't know how to count. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes, perfect. Whew, I know. Okay, so now I'm going to glue these on. I'm going to grab my glue gun, which is down here on the floor. I'm going to bring it up here. This surface is the Silpat matte. So this is not going to stick to it if glue goes on there. It's not going to stick. I'm going to grab another glue stick while I'm at it, and we're going to glue these on. I'm going to use my multi-tool to press this down. I suggest using something. If you don't have a multi-tool, if you're not a Chocator person, you can use a small spatula. But I suggest using something. I always twist, and then I'm going to start gluing. I'm going to go like this and go in that direction. So you saved me. Thank you. You know, sometimes I just don't count right. It was hiding. It was hiding on the other side. Okay, so I press down with my multi-tool, and then I press it down with my finger. And guess what? It doesn't burn me or anything like that. People say, isn't it hot? No, it's actually not. Okay, then I take the next one and I twist that one. So I'm just kind of twisting it, and I'm putting the light bulb on there. You don't put the light bulb through the hole. Okay, it goes across the hole. That's what I do. I put it across the hole. Then I take my multi-tool. I press that down, and so that takes all the heat out. Then I'm going to put my thumb on it to press it down and then pull it up. It doesn't stick to my fingers. You know, you would think it would, but it really, really doesn't. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth right here. Just kind of getting some of those. This is the tedious part. When you're making a whole bunch of these, it's going to take you hours at the end to do them. When I was doing the Christmas ornaments, I was like, okay, I'm just going to allow extra time. I know that it's going to take me extra time to do this part. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. So like I said, this is our $10 Tuesday. We did do one that was a St. Patrick's Day one recently that was like this, and it's really cute. So I'm going to go up here, and I'm just going to keep kind of going around in a circle. There's plenty of wire. Okay, so don't worry. It's not going to get, like, you're not going to run out of the wire, especially this one, the 20 piece light one. It has a lot of extra space in between. Some of them are closer. The 10 ones might be a little closer. And when you're twisting it, you might think, oh, I don't have as much space. The 20 piece light one has a lot in between. Sometimes you're like, okay, why do I have so much? When it's time to do the inside part, and glue this together. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt because you're kind of pushing and getting these all to lay flat. So that's the goal at the end, is to have this all lay flat so that inside it all squishes together. I don't do the extra ring because that costs me extra money. I don't want to charge you guys extra money for an extra piece of wood when it really is not necessary. Okay, so all I do, I just keep going. There's 14 of these. So, all right, so we are on Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. Still got a lot of our week left. Next week, I set up for my first spring craft show. Kind of crazy. So my first spring craft show will be in La Mesa, California at the community center, at the La Mesa Community Center off of Memorial. That is Blenda Liegler's show, and we are looking forward to it. Kicking off the craft year already. Getting our jam on. It's always a very busy show. Super busy. Always a line to get in. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. People love going there to shop. So I will be working there extra hours. She's asking us to work extra hours because it gets hard. You know, there's many of us that work the checkout room and we're there, you know, the entire day that we're working. Well, that's not even enough. When she needs more. She needs more. So I will be working a few extra hours, but my granddaughter is coming to visit, so I will be taking off a few hours too to go see her. My granddaughter and her husband are coming from El Salvador. He is stationed there in the military. He is a military police, which is a very stressful job. This, with everything that's going on in the world right now, very stressful job. Very stressful. So, hi Carol, how are you? Yes, we are doing, you can't see this, but we are doing the He is Risen lighted globe, and getting all done. Yeah, craziness going on over in Puerto Vallarta. I said Puerto Rico the other day. My husband corrected me. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Puerto Vallarta. I've been to both places. So Puerto Vallarta was my first incentive trip that I earned that was not a cruise. The very first one was a cruise, which was not very fun for me. I'm not a cruise person. I like to go places, and the weather wasn't really great. We did not get to go to some of our destinations. So anyways, going to Puerto Vallarta, it was a little unnerving at times. So, you know, people say that there's been unrest in the city for many years. When we were there, when we went downtown one of the times, we went down a couple of times. When we went downtown one of the times, there were, you know, the guys, the military parading through, patrolling, shouldn't say parading, patrolling with their guns, and it's a little unnerving to see that. But you know, that's the way it is in countries like that. And we also didn't ever feel safe in our taxis. We never really felt safe. It was kind of a weird feeling. Felt like they were taking advantage of us. So was not my favorite place to be. We did have a friend with us, though, that had a timeshare there. And so they knew the city inside out. And when we went with them one time to go see things, and you know, you feel better when you're with somebody that you know, and you're not just in a taxi and you don't know where you're going to end up. So anyways, pray for those people that they get out of there. I know the airport is still closed. There are some people that have been able to get out, some really famous people that were over there. I saw them post on Instagram, and they were able to actually get out, which would be nice if everybody that's over there gets to come home. I have this person that I follow I don't know if any of you know Mike the Shih Tzu, and him and his family usually go to Mexico for the winter. They live in Canada. They did not go this year. They stayed in Canada, and he's like, I'm so grateful that we didn't go, because they normally are right there in the middle of all of that, renting a place for all of the winter to escape the snow. This year they're in the snow. They're staying in the snow. Okay. All right, we're done with all of our lights. And so we have all of this here that's just going to kind of fold inside. And it will also make it easier when it's time to change out the lights. So I just kind of make sure it's going to lay flat, and then I'm going to glue it. And if you want to use blue painter's tape to hold it together, you can. I'm going to unplug my glue gun. I'm going to get a little bit of blue painter's tape ready. I think I'm going to need to tape it to hold it together. I think. All right. Okay, what is the date today? Is it the 24th? Okay, so Saturday is the 1st. I was looking at trying to figure out when is the 1st. Oh, my sister sent a message. Oh, my sister started work late and saw this on the way. There's hot air balloons. My younger sister. That's how it was in New Mexico. There were always hot air balloons everywhere. The hot air balloons have the right of way. When you're driving anywhere, if you're driving somewhere and a hot air balloon is coming down, you need to stop and let it have its way, because they can't steer. They do the best they can do. They try to steer, but they kind of just go wherever. We had one that landed in the arroyo right behind our house, and we're like, oh no, we better go help him. And nope, in came the chase crew. They always have a chase crew that's watching out for them. I think that I want to tape this. So let me just get it all aligned. I'm going to squeeze it together, and there's a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot in there. So what I want to do is I want to get it completely lined up, and I am going to tape it. Okay, so getting every edge lined up, and yep. Okay, I'm just going to tape it because that way I know that it's not going to move on me. So blue painter's tape is what you're going to use. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Good morning. So sorry. I just feel like I need to tape it because there's a lot of stuff in there. I don't want it moving around. Okay. Okay. Making sure that it's going to go into the base. Oh, I do need the hot glue gun for that. Okay. Okay, so it's going to fit in my base. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there. Going to get it in the base. I'm going to use my hot glue gun if it's still hot. Should be. Okay, so see how there's more space right here? The front of your project's going to go towards that. Okay, so just going to press that down. I'm going to hot glue right at the back. I'm going to grab my hot glue gun really quick. Hopefully it's still hot. Going to run some beads there. And then we're going to be done. I'm going to turn on the lights to show you how beautiful it is. I'll leave that blue painter's tape on for just a little bit, just to hold it. So it really about 5 minutes is all. Okay, I'm just running some hot glue along the back. And I'm not doing extras of these. I just have this one for my craft show. Okay, pressing my light. Gonna put you up to me. Gonna go in closer. And there we are. Cute, huh? This one has different things. So look at it. It has twinkly lights. This one has twinkle lights. It has different settings. I think it has like 6 different settings. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? and then solid, and it kind of dims, and then I'm going to just hold it and it'll shut off. So you just press it. It has the instructions on the back. It has like a little menu. It's tiny though. You have to be able to read that. Anyways, oh, I think I need to tape at the top too. It's kind of moving at the top. It's not an ornament. This is not an ornament. This is only the globe. Yeah, not an ornament. So, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. So I'm just gonna put the blue painter's tape to hold that. All right, guys. I love you. Thanks for being here. We'll do, I'm gonna work on those stuffed bunnies and figure out the best way to do it. I really think it's going to be using my multi-tool to push down on the edges because I'm going to hot glue. So maybe I will test it out first. Make sure that works for me. Oh, guys, it's sometimes it's difficult. All right, I love you guys. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. It is Tuesday. Woohoo! Okay, go grab this $10 Tuesday. Let me give you the link again. Let me do that. Let me give you that link again so that you have it. $10 Tuesday. Add it to whatever you have in your cart. I know a lot of people wait and they do their entire cart. They'll check out on Friday when they get paid, or I'm just going to give you that whole section. Okay, so why is it not showing up? This one is not showing up. Did I not do something right? Okay, he is risen, light, and glow. Oh, because it's not sorted right. It needs to be sorted by okay, for some reason it's not sorting them by newest. Okay, there we go. I was like, why is it not up at the top? Okay. All right, perfect. Now I got it. Let me give you that whole collection. Share the collection. Copy. Let me give it to you here. Where are we? Hello. Hello. I lost myself. Okay, here we go. All right, there's the collection. All right, so $10 Tuesday. Isn't it so cute? All right, love you guys. I see you. See you